Hey, awesome fourth graders. I sure do miss you. I love you guys so much. I wanted to go over with you the 3 sentences that are on page 200 of your language packet for this week of April the 6th. At the beginning of the lesson on page 200, there are 3 sentences that we would normally go over together in class before we move on and really start talking about the content of that chapter, which is on possessive pronouns. So that'll be another video later, or even in our group chats or group videos, FaceTime and Skype meetings that we do together this week. So I'm going to start with sentence number 1. And as usual, no matter how silly you feel doing this, just know I feel 10 times sillier than you do standing here in my bedroom doing a lesson like this on video. So you are absolutely required to read this sentence aloud with me and go through the steps, okay? Through the question and answer flow as we do it. All right, ready, let's read. He ran to his bedroom. First, let's pick out the verb. We see the action, it's ran. Who ran to his bedroom? He. Normally we would say subject noun, but we know that he is a pronoun, and so that makes that a subject pronoun. So we label that with an SP. Our next question is, what is being said about he? What's being said about our subject pronoun? What did he do? He ran, verb. And we label that with a V. Our next word that we come to is the word to. And that word can be an adverb sometimes, but it can also, and usually is, a preposition. And so we have to just assume for a minute that it is a preposition. But first, before we label it, we want to go ahead and ask the question, is there a word after that word, to, that can answer the question, what or whom? So, is there a word in the sentence after this that answers the question, to what or to whom? So we would say, and yes, we do know, bedroom. To, preposition. To what? One word, bedroom. Object of the preposition. Okay? Now this next word is a possessive pronoun, and it's going to answer the question, whose bedroom? His bedroom. And so we would say, whose bedroom? His. And that is called, we're going to label that PPA. And that stands for possessive pronoun adjective. Because even though this is a possessive pronoun, it is also functioning as an adjective in this sentence because it's describing the word bedroom. Okay? All right. And then we get to the end of our sentence and we go back over here to the beginning and say our pattern, subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, skill check. Now we know there's a prepositional phrase and that's what we have to look for first. So we say, to his bedroom, prepositional phrase, and we put it in parentheses. Then we can say, period, it's a statement, which means it's a declarative sentence, and we label that with a D at the end of the sentence. And you see I ran out of room over here, so I just put it right below it, and that's okay. Okay, let's move on to sentence number 2. If you want to pause this video for a second, for a few minutes, and see if you can do as much of this sentence by yourself, that's a great idea. And then you can just unpause Miss Prickett and watch the rest of it to see if you got it right and to make any corrections that you need to. So for now, I'm going to go ahead. If you paused me, then welcome back. Sentence 2. Let's read the sentence together. He ran to his bedroom for his baseball glove. Who ran to his bedroom for his baseball glove? He. Subject pronoun. What is being said about he? He ran. Verb. And here's this word to again. It's probably going to be a preposition. So we would say to, preposition, label it with a capital P. To what? Bedroom, object of the preposition. Whose bedroom? His. Possessive pronoun adjective. And yes, you have to say possessive pronoun adjective. You can't just say PPA, at least not yet, because you still don't remember what PPA means, right? Okay, let's move on to the next word, and that word is for. And more than likely, the word for is a preposition. So we can go ahead and ask the question just to be sure before we label it. Can we use the word for and ask the word what or whom after that word and find an answer in the sentence? And so I would say for, maybe it's a preposition, for what? Glove would be the answer to that. So we know we have an object of the preposition. So now we go back and we say for, preposition. For what? Glove, object of the preposition. Don't let this throw you, because remember, the object of the preposition is just going to be one word. It is a baseball glove, but glove is the object of the preposition. All right, because this word, baseball, answers a different question, even though many times baseball is a noun. But in this case, it answers the question, what kind of glove? And we know that adjectives answer the questions, what kind, which ones, or how many. Sorry, see, even I forget. So this question, this word here answers the question, what kind of glove? Baseball, adjective. Whose glove? His, possessive pronoun adjective. We've labeled all the words in the sentence, so now we can come over here and say subject, noun, verb, pattern 1. And remember, I told you before, when we first started this, you kept asking when we were going to get to pattern 2. And the fact of the matter is, you're not going to get to pattern 2 until you get to 5th grade next year. So for now, it's only going to be pattern 1. We don't get to pattern 2 until we start talking about direct objects, which you'll talk about in 5th grade. So we say subject, noun, verb, pattern 1. And then we identify prepositional phrase. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1. Skill check. To his bedroom. Prepositional phrase. Because a prepositional phrase begins with a preposition and it ends with the object of the preposition. There's another one. For his baseball glove. Prepositional phrase. Period, statement, declarative sentence. And I totally forgot this on the first one, and you were probably saying, oh, Miss Prickett forgot something. We forgot some steps. So after we say period, statement, declarative sentence, we go back to the verb, divide the complete subject from the complete predicate, and then we underline the complete subject once and the complete predicate twice. And I'm not going to go back and reshoot this video to make it perfect, simply because this is what happens in class, so this is real life. We can go back up here really quickly and do this sentence though. Because after we said period, statement, declarative sentence, we would say go back to the verb, divide the complete subject from the complete predicate, underline the complete subject once and the complete predicate twice. I know some of you caught me on that, so I'm proud of you if you did. If you want to pause the video and try to do this sentence by yourself, that'd be great. This one is a little bit different though, let me go ahead and tell you, because there's not a subject noun that you can see, okay? This is one of those that has an understood you in it as the subject because it's a command. All right, so the way that we would start this one would be, we see that stand is our verb, and we don't see a subject over here anywhere in front of it. And so that's where it's supposed to be, and it's not there. So let's try to answer this question. Who stand with your team for a photograph with your trophy? Doesn't that sound like a weird question to ask? But that's the question we ask. Who stand with your team for a photograph with your trophy? You. So it's understood you. And we write that in parentheses, and we label it subject pronoun, okay? In this sentence, you is the subject pronoun. What is being said about you? You stand, verb, with preposition. With what? Team, object of the preposition. Hey, whose team? Your, possessive pronoun adjective. For, preposition. For what? Trophy? No. For what? Photograph, object of the preposition. A, article adjective. We know those are easy. All right, we got another word here, with, probably a preposition. With, preposition. With what? Trophy, right. Object of the preposition. Whose trophy? Your trophy. Possessive pronoun adjective. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1. Skill check. What's next? Let's pick out our prepositional phrases. With your team, prepositional phrase. For a photograph, prepositional phrase. With a trophy, prepositional phrase. Period. It's not a statement because it has an understood you, remember? And that almost always means it's a command. So this would be period, command, imperative sentence, because we know that an imperative is a command. So that is labeled IMP for imperative. Go back to the verb, divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. And on this, you're just going to draw your line right in front of that verb. Underline the complete subject once, which is you, and the complete predicate twice, which is every other word in the sentence after that verb. I think we got everything, but if I missed something, you let your parents know and they can comment, or you can text me, or you can send me a picture, or however you'd like to do that to correct me, because sometimes I need you to do that. I hope you all have a good day. Love ya.